Hi there, friends. This is Dr. Ray from Dr. Ray's English Clinic. Happy New Year for the year 2015. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what we can do for you regarding IELTS, as particularly writing Part 2, the 5-paragraph argumentative essay. Before we get on to that, just remember that at Dr. Ray's English we can give you English lessons in business, immigration, travel, IELTS, and we'd like to see you make your dreams come true. Today we're going to be talking primarily about IELTS writing, Part 2, the argumentative essay. Let's have a look at a typical question in Part 2 of IELTS. Although many countries are becoming richer, these societies still have members who are poor and struggle each day to survive. Why do you think this happens, and what can wealthy societies do to help their poorer citizens? I'm not going to tell you how to answer this question, but I am going to tell you how to set out your essay to get maximum marks and maximum points. I'm assuming, of course, that you already have reasonable English. And remember, IELTS is not really about being a good English speaker. It's being able to address the strategies that are involved in it. Okay, so how should we do this? First of all, we have to make ourselves a little mind map. We already know that we need about 240 words. We should already know how many words we write to a line, so we don't go around counting the words, we count the lines. We also should know that every paragraph needs to have a one-line space and an indent, so that the examiner is not looking around for where you start, where you begin, and it needs to be reasonably neat. So it's a good idea to make a mind map first, so that you know what you're going to be talking about. Okay. So let's see, we're going to say we have to have about 5 paragraphs is perfect. In paragraph number 1, we restate the question in a different way and give a little bit of our opinion, what we think about this. Paragraph number 2 is where we make an argument that generally will agree with the statement or the question. Remember, this is what we call an argumentative essay, so you have to have 2 points of view in it. Paragraph number 3, we make an argument that generally disagrees with the question or the statement. This is the best way to do it. Paragraph number 4 is where you state the case that you want to put, and here's where you give your examples and your reasons why you think so. Remember, examples do not need to be quotations from books. They can be as simple as, in my neighborhood, blah blah blah, right? Okay. Or, most people seem to be of the opinion that. Something like that. So where it says examples and reasons, it does not need to be quotations. And paragraph 5, this is the last paragraph. This is the conclusion, where you restate your opinion and you restate the question. So there it is, 5 paragraphs. Paragraph number 1, restate the question. Paragraph number 2, say why this statement is correct. Number 3, say why it would be possible that it might not be correct, or that other people might disagree. Paragraph number 4, this is where you kill them. You state your case and why you think it's right with examples. Paragraph number 5, the conclusion. Short, sweet. There's another way to look at this to make this very much more easy. In the first paragraph, you tell them what you're going to tell them. Paragraph 2, 3 and 4, you tell them. Paragraph number 5, you tell them what you just told them. My students to date with IELTS have followed this procedure very, very well. Everybody has scored much higher than they ever expected. And it's not because I'm the super duper teacher or they're the super duper students. It's because they were able to give the examiner exactly what the examiner wanted. Follow this procedure for your argumentative essay in Part 2 of IELTS and you will score well too. On another note, if you are finding that your English is not up to date or is not as good as it could be, remember that at Dr. Ray's English Clinic we have a number of courses. For example, here is our adult beginner course. You will see that it is broken up into 6 easy lessons. First one, for example, greetings and leave taking. The second lesson, numbers, telephone numbers. What's this? Where is it? Where are you from? And some descriptions. Followed by a further course with a lot more information. As your English builds and your ability builds, the lessons get a little more difficult. All of these are done with screen sharing with lots of graphics. And you can see it's all very well graded into bite-sized pieces of 6 lessons at a time. Up to 5 courses, and this is only in the adult beginner course. We also will be adding pre-intermediate, intermediate and upper intermediate in the very, very near future. If your English is really good and you really want to get onto discussion that leads into IELTS course, of course, you could take our adult discussion course. These are 6 50-minute one-on-one interactive relaxed discussion lessons by Skype using screen share with some homework and backup resources for further study. And it's all graded to your level. Topics include things like smoking. And down here you'll see what will happen and what's the expected outcome of this course. Another one is the death sentence, aliens, child soldiers, Australia, globalization. All of these are rather controversial topics or of great interest, and they do require that you have a reasonable level of English to take this course. If you are able to take this course, you will be ready for IELTS without doubt. At Dr. Ray's English Clinic, I really get a big buzz out of helping smart people achieve their dreams. We have excellent references. If you want references, just ask. I'll give you plenty of references. We have proven fast-track study methods that do work. We also offer you to study at your pace in the comfort of your own home or office. You don't have to go to a classroom. It's already there. And our courses are all at levels to suit your ability. And you study at times that suit you, not a language learning centre. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it the day that your life changes for the better. To find out more details, you can contact me or have a look at my website, drraysenglishclinic.com. drraysenglishclinic.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and seeing your success.